Hello and welcome back to the final episode of the 2029-2030 season with Blackburn Rovers in Football Manager 2018. Today, we've got a match which means literally nothing against Manchester United. We finished second. I'll come to that in a minute. There's a reason why we finished second so early. And then we've got the main event against Brighton in the FA Cup final, and that will not be Brighton's biggest game of that week because I'm pretty sure they're going to be in the Championship playoff final, which they'd probably prefer to win, to be honest. Since the last episode, we've played just 2 games in the league, and they were both draws. The first one was this awful performance against West Brom. It was a 1-1 draw. Tim Penfold opened the scoring on 5 minutes, and it took all the way until the 81st minute for Boban Stevkovic to equalise for us, but we got battered. Absolutely battered by them. I did play Roland Barlow up front for the entire game, but he was better than Ortuzzo, because he was awful. And then a 4-4 draw against Stoke was our last match, and we didn't deserve to get a point out of this. We were 1-0 down after 10 minutes, 26 minutes in. Pascual Soler then equalises right near the half-time mark. Dennis Oldwasser scores, making it 2-1 at half-time into the second half. Pascual Soler makes it 2-2 on 59 minutes. Then, late on in the game, Luis Gomez scores one on the 83rd minute, making it 3-2 to Stoke. Then it was 4-2 to Stoke shortly after. Bram Gielen, who scores in the 85th minute. And then I thought, well, this match is completely done and dusted. Fenton then scores in the 91st minute, and Valenta scores in the 93rd minute. I don't know where those 2 goals came from. I wasn't even paying attention. I think they were both corners. But anyway, it does mean that we do finish second place in the table. Chelsea have kind of ran away with it now. They've got 8 points clear of us. So even if they lose and we win, we're still going to be a very, very long way away from them. Manchester United do have something to play for. Now, I was trying to think of all the various connotations that happen. If we beat United and Newcastle beat whoever they're playing, West Brom, Manchester United will drop down to 6th. However, if we then beat Brighton in the FA Cup, Manchester United will qualify for Europa League regardless. So United probably will be getting European football regardless of what happens here today, unless we beat them here and we lose to Brighton and Newcastle still win there. Get some stuff. It doesn't really matter. We're not Man United. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. As it is the final game of the season, we can basically just dick about with our selections, and we probably will. I mean, I've been doing it for the last 2 games, probably why we've drawn a couple. The starting lineup that I'm going to go for: Juan Pablo Velez will be the goalkeeper today. Stevkovic, Urukalo and Gomez Rigo are the back 3. Amori Valentin will probably get his last game for the club as the right-sided wing-back. Alberto Torres will be getting a game as the left-sided wing-back. Popovic and Montoya will both be in the centre. Adam Fenton, who's just returned from injury, will be starting behind the front 2 of Gustavo Ortuzzo and Lee Butler. As expected, Manchester United are playing a strong side, but I don't care if we lose. I mean, winning is obviously a good thing because if we win, then we go into the Brighton game on a high. But we've just drawn the last 2 games against average sides, so the chance of us beating a good Manchester United team, pretty slim, I'd say. 2 minutes on the clock, and we've got the first highlight, and it's starting in a very odd position. Bishop gets the ball for Manchester United across to D'Amico. Gets round his man into the penalty area, takes it wide, crosses in. Bishop is there, he's hit the bar, and big bad Boban Stevkovic can get it clear, but we do see the throw. Caceres, awful throw. Fenton clears upfield towards Ortuzzo, does collect the ball. He's got one in the box, it's Lee Butler unmarked in the penalty area. Lee Butler has lashed it wide. Absolutely awful. No, it was a great save, apparently. It was a great save. Sorry, Lee Butler. I was a bit harsh on you there. Stevkovic with the corner. It's gone cleared, but hopefully we're going to get it back, or we won't and not see the highlight. Well, the flurry of activity in the first 5 or 10 minutes has kind of died down, and we're getting absolutely nothing now. Well, that's half-time. 0-0. Nothing's happened at all. I'm going to be passionate. We've been the better team here and try scoring a goal. I don't know what I actually said. I just read the first line and thought that would work. 47 minutes on the clock, so straight away in the second half, we have a highlight. Robin Remy with the ball. D'Amico. Can he get round his man? He does get round his man. Keeps going down the right-hand side. 2 in the box if he can find one. Gomez Rigo clears. Comes to Remy. Bishop has a go, and Sam Bishop has lashed it into the back of the net. We're 1-0 down to Manchester United. It's taken 47 minutes. It probably shouldn't have taken that long. Manchester United have come out in the second half firing on all cylinders at the moment. It's not good, and I can't see us actually getting back into this. Right, Butler's coming off. He's on a 6.3. We're going to bring on Valenta. We've still got plenty of the game to play. Throw on for United. D'Amico gets the ball crossed in. Boban clears it. Urukalo. Why are you going backwards? Popovic. Why are you going backwards? Gomez Rigo. You're going to go back to the keeper, aren't you? Montoya, awful pass. Absolutely shocking pass. They're probably going to score from this. Bishop, the goal scorer, crossed in. Daz Phillips is there on the head. It is 2-0. And it's all because we just... Why did we pass it? Why do we not just get it clear? We passed it about for no reason whatsoever. Torres' free kick. Gomez Rigo's there. Valentin's there. Stevkovic is there. It's gone wide. It's a free kick. What's happened? It doesn't matter. Valenta was offside. Valentin with a throw. Urukalo's going to hopefully get it. Gets it back to Valentin. Cross it in. Runs it in instead. Then crosses. Valenta's there. Montoya on the volley. It's taken a deflection off Ortuzzo. Ortuzzo's going to claim that like the true striker he is. It's 2-1. It's not all over, but there is just 10 minutes to play. Souza with a free kick. Remy across to Van Housden. Sure. Van Housden's been tackled by Ortuzzo. Now, there is 7 minutes. This is a proper highlight. Valenta gets the ball. He's got Fenton to his right-hand side. He's possibly got Valentin as well. Fenton's there at the back on the volley. Adam Fenton, what a finish that is for the England international, who's been called up to the World Cup squad, by the way. Adam Fenton is there. So is Paul Oakdina. Paul Oakdina, who... haven't mentioned him at all, really. He's in the World Cup team for England. Anyway, it's 2-2. We're back in this game. Can we make it 3? Do I want to do a sub? I feel like I should, but, you know, it's done now. Time's passed. Fenton's corner comes in. Gomez Rigo's there. Urukalo's there. He should have scored. He should have actually scored. Willis now for Manchester United. It's full time. We could have scored right at the death. We were the better side. We deserved to win that, and unfortunately, we were just not great defensively. Well, the season comes to an end then, and we do finish comfortably second place, 10 points clear of third place Man City. Newcastle did manage to do their job. So Newcastle moved up into 5th. Manchester United dropped down to 6th place, but like I said, chances are they're still going to get Europa League football. Up next then, we've got Championship side Brighton in the FA Cup final. They are 3-0 up against Bournemouth in the Championship playoff semi-finals. So... they're probably going to go through that, so we are going to have to play a team who really are on very good form. That's worrying. Normally we end up doing the awards and so on after the final game of the season, but obviously we've got one more game to play in the FA Cup final. So, Pasquale Soler, second place top goal scorer in the league. Moise Keane getting 33 goals in 38 games, 29 goals for Soler. Third place was Jesus Larrea of Chelsea with 20. And Ricardo Gomez Rigo was selected in the English Premier Division Team of the Year. What? Why? I mean, he had a decent year. He got a 7.26. But, surely Urukalo. Not Gomez Rigo. I mean, sure, whatever. Doesn't matter. Our best chance of a trophy with Blackburn is now. Wembley Stadium, 25th of May 2030, up against Brighton in the FA Cup final. Brighton are through to the Championship playoff final. They did go past Bournemouth, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the FA Cup final, and I want to win a trophy. I really want to win a trophy. The starting lineup for the Brighton game then: Gill will be in goal. Boban, Stevkovic, Urukalo and Gomez Rigo are the back three. Stevkovic is slightly injured, so I'm giving him some injections. I'm hoping he'll be fine. Rodgers and Slavko Aničić are going to be the two wing-backs. Popovic and Montoya in the middle. Fenton will return to the starting lineup. Ortuzzo and Pasquale Soler are the two strikers. We're going full strength. We're going as full strength as we can possibly go. I want to take this trophy home. I want to have an FA Cup sat in my cabinet next to my desk, because it's mine. It's only mine. All these guys are fake. They don't exist. 4-4-2 for Brighton then. Shane Cornhill, I think his name's Shane, is their striker. He is their main threat. I tried to buy him. I do remember this now. I tried to buy him a number of years ago, and he would have cost a hell of a lot of money. I think he's proving that he's a very good footballer, but hopefully we can nullify him. Maybe just injure him straight away will be great. First highlight of the game, and we are 20 seconds in, and it's still going. Rodgers running down the right side. Ball into the penalty area for Ortuzzo. Crossed in. Sole's there. It is a goal kick. It's just over the bar. Ooh, started quick. Another highlight. Cornhill with the free kick. Uedes kicks the ball into a Blackburn player, and Fenton gets it now. Ortuzzo, he's got Sole there to his left. Does find Sole. Aničić is continuing his run as well on the outside. Tries to play it across to Popovic. Popovic does get it though. Slavko Anacic on the left, crosses it in. It's gone all the way into the back of the net. Slavko Anacic has just scored possibly a very strange goal, although I'd like to think he's going to Ronaldinho it and claim that he meant that. We are 1-0 up, 1 minute 37 seconds on the clock. I say 1 minute 37, probably about 2 minutes on the clock by the time the ball goes in. Thanks to Slavko Anacic with this. I'm not even sure how that went in, but I'm glad it did. Rodders with the throw-in to Popovic. Popovic back to Rodders. Fenton or Tuzo passing it around lovely all the way through. Anacic, is he going to get two? Sole's there. Pascual Sole makes it 2-0 after 15 and a half minutes. It is looking comfortable. I want to destroy them. I'm sorry if you're a Brighton fan, but I want to absolutely destroy them. I want to win an FA Cup final 7-0. Uedes with a free kick for Brighton. Popovic heads clear. Fenton, is the counter-attack going to be on? Across to Sole on the halfway line. Sole needs to play it back, really. Anacic, first time ball to Rodders, and what a ball that was. Rodders has got 3 in the box if he can cross it in. He does cross it in. Anacic is one of them at the back. He's hit the post, and the save from the keeper eventually. Anacic is having an absolute barnstormer of a game so far. Cook with a free kick now for Brighton. Morris all the way on the right-hand side, a bit of space. Cross the ball in. Adams is there, but it's cleared. Slavko Anacic over the halfway line, or Tuzo now. Going to use his pace down the left-hand side, or he's going to try and lump in for Sole. Fenton's going to get it. To Rodders. Rodders to, not sure what happened there, but the keeper's got the ball, kicks it hard over the halfway line. Adams to Cornhill. The counter-attack for Brighton is on. Cornhill's been tackled by Popovic, and Popovic is going to hopefully get there first. He doesn't. Morris whips it in. Cornhill's there at the front. It is 2-1. Brighton, not done and dusted yet. That was a mistake. Arguably, that was a mistake from us, which led to their goal. Quickly approaching half-time, it's looking like it's going to be 2-1 to us in the second half. I'd like us to get a third. I want the 2-goal buffer, because being 2-1 is a little bit concerning, because all it takes is for 1 goal or a Gomez-Rigo penalty, and then the game is going to flip completely on its head. I've not done any substitutions yet, but Gomez-Rigo will be coming off on 60 minutes if he's still playing as bad as what he currently is, which he's on a 6.3. Johnson with a throw for Brighton. Cornhill, the goal scorer. Johnson gets the ball back. 2 Blackburn players on him. Anacic is one of them, I can tell by his blonde hair. Terrible pass because Ortuzo's cut it out. Ortuzo running towards the goal with purpose. It's found its way to Sole. Sole has a go, hits it over the bar. 50 seconds into the second half, and we could have been 3-1 up. Well, the star of the first half, Slavko Anacic, has gone and picked up an injury, which means Alberto Torres is going to be playing as a left-back, and we're also going to bring off Gomez-Rigo. We're going to bring on Glenn Bell. So my left-hand side is not the strongest at the moment. Gancho with a corner for Brighton. Cornhill's there, he's hit the bar. Stevkovic can get his foot underneath it and clear it. I want another goal. I really want to get another goal. Right now, this is nervous. Corner for Fenton. It's to Glenn Bell off the bar, and Cook can get it clear. Brighton now coming forward with the ball, but we've managed to clear it. Montoya gets it. Montoya to Popovic. Fenton back to Rodders. Rodders lofted ball towards Ortuzo, controls it into the area, and Ortuzo slips it just wide. Constantinou, or possibly something along those lines with a goal kick. Torres heads forward, but only as far as Johnson. Morris tries to slip it down the line, but Bell cuts out Montoya. Popovic back to Montoya. Fenton passing it around. Lovely little triangles. Gill gets the ball now, our goalkeeper. Stevkovic. What are we doing? We're just passing it around and we're going to make a mistake and they're going to score. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? Bell with the ball. Finds Montoya on the halfway line. Montoya's little pass, Ortuzo does read it, just about. I'm not sure how he did. Montoya to Fenton. Fenton to Sole. Sole edge of the area. And the keeper makes a questionable save. It's going to be a corner. Fenton's corner comes in. Popovic is there and the keeper once again saves it and falls over, making it a television save. Fenton's corner comes in. Bell is there. It's in the back of the net. Ivan Urukalo has restored our 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 now. We've got 15 minutes left to play. I'm probably going to do my final substitution more for time wasting than anything else. 3-1. We are back in the driver's seat. We're going to bring on Klaus Jensen for Dennis Montoya. We're going to swap you two over. And that is all of my substitutions. Final couple of minutes, and it's looking like Blackburn Rovers are going to be picking up an FA Cup winners medal Bell with the ball. We've got 2 seconds left to play. There it is. It's full time. It's 3-1. Do we get to see us celebrating? Yes, we do. I have not seen that in a very, very long time. There you see the Blackburn Rovers team. Look at me at the front. Love and life. Champions. FA Cup champions. I was going to say champions of England. No, that's Chelsea. FA Cup winners. We've won a trophy. We've won the thing. A thing has been won, and it now exists in our trophy cabinet. Blackburn win FA Cup. Blackburn have won the English FA Cup after a 3-1 victory over Brighton at Wembley. Blackburn will certainly look back on some great wins along the way, and perhaps the most notable including a 2-0 victory over Man City in the semi-final, their convincing 4-0 victory over Derby, their 3-1 extra time victory over Hull. Yeah, that wasn't good. 3-1 victory over Huddersfield, with their club having offered a reported maximum bonus pot of 1.2 million for winning the competition at the start of the season. Blackburn players have certainly got a lot to celebrate. A huge sum of money. Pearce was named English Premier Division Player Manager of the Year. What? Wait, what? Spoiler? Have I? Pearce was named English Premier Division Manager of the Year. Oh, that was last year, not this year. Okay. And has now been able to bring greater success to Rovers. A fact that has drawn acclaim from supporters and rivals alike. Go me. Kenny Dalglish has declared it is a proud day for the fans. That's our first FA Cup win since 1928. Over 100 years. 102 years of history gone. Okay, that suddenly means a lot more. I thought Blackburn won it more recently than that. Apparently not. The board are happy with me winning the FA Cup. Well, if they weren't, they'd be a horrible board. Stevkovic is now injured. Biggest overachievers in the Cup, obviously, were Brighton, to be fair, getting to the final. Fair play to them. Knocking out Newcastle was probably one of the best matches of the tournament, although they're saying Aston Villa versus Lincoln. That is going to do it then for this episode and this season of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We are FA Cup champions. We are the winners of the FA Cup. I'm going to do another episode tomorrow. I don't know what day this is going to come out. This might be a Friday. I don't know. Anyway, I'll do another episode of kind of a quick summary of some of the players and the awards and things like that have gone on throughout the season. And then we have 2 more years. Just 2 more years left. One of them will be at Ewood Park, and one of them will be at the new stadium, which I can never remember what the name of it is. It is the Ronnie Clayton Park, which will be built by the end of next season. Thank you very much for watching this episode and this season of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.